Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, we're going to sort out the brake lines.
Okay, so I'm just going to talk quickly about brake lines. So these brake lines here, you can see them just starting to rust. The rust just there, and you can see that the coating is starting to get damaged. So this is what I cut off, just to see what it'd be like.
What Volkswagen do is they make all the brake lines out of steel and then they coat them in this protective film.
So what happens over time is this paint that's on it just naturally just breaks down. And you can see it just actually just peeling off it just there now. So if that was to be left, what would happen is that would all rust, and eventually you'd have a rust hole all the way through, and that'd be your brakes be a fail. So I only need this piece here, so I'm just going to cut the rest of it off, and gonna flare the end of a copper brake line and install that. So next step is to install the brake line. So that's one end of it there. Goes all the way up, and it's one continuous flex joint, so it's going to go all the way up there and into that. And if you've ever wondered what these little clips on your coilovers do, that's what they're for. There's a little rubber bracket just here, and they actually hold the brake line. So I have it just disconnected here just for a moment. And when you do full lock like that, you have to keep your brake line up above the drive shaft. So that's what it does. And just when you turn left and right in both directions, it just holds the brake line up above the drive shaft so it doesn't rub. And very handy little thing. I didn't buy it, it just came with the brake line. But yeah, I'd definitely buy more of them if I ever needed any. And okay, let's do the brakes. We're going to make some brake lines, so we're going to flare the end of them. So first of all, we want to position the pipe perfectly just about there. That's just barely sticking out. So it's a bit hard to do with one hand, so this is going to go on top. And then, okay, so I have it now inside. So yep, it's all correct. Tighten this up. So this is the die that I'm putting into it. And there's all different shapes and all different sizes. And obviously these are for the really big ones, and you go all the way down to the small ones. And there's different dies that'll also hold it here, and different shapes that it'll compress into. So we're going to take the handle. As I turn it, it's on a cam just here. As I push it, obviously it's going to move forward. And with any luck, we get go. So now it's locked fully. Release. Let's see if we've done it right. So there you can see the flared edge on it. And we pull up the nut. You see it's all lovely flared out. It's all correct. Brilliant. Now to make a few more of these and then we're done. There we go. You can see there's a lovely dome on it.
Now that we have all our new brake lines made, let's install them into the car.
So just up here, there's a rubber grommet, and they're always a pain in the arse to get in. So what I do is I get a little bit of silicone spray or WD-40 if I don't have any silicone spray, and you just spray it, just gently lubricate it, and when you give it a pull, it pops in lovely and easy. Otherwise you end up fighting with them, and then they pull too far forward and you just keep redoing it till eventually it sits in. But give it a little bit of lube of WD-40 or the silicone spray, and it just pops in the first go. Okay, so that's now the brake lines installed. So it has to be kind of a weird shape because obviously back here it's a bit different than standard. So I have it coming in here, and it goes down and it goes back. So that's what this double loop is for. So they're in different lines, so you can see it kind of more like that. So it has to come over and then one is taller than the other, so it also has to come up. And yeah, it's all done now, so that's that one done. We move over to a slightly harder one. So I've the bottom one again installed, and it has a double loop, or it looks like an S shape, or a hook. So it comes around and comes back up this way. So unfortunately, to get it in, I also had to remove the cylinder up here. So when you go to reinstall your reservoir, the best trick of all is, so you have to push it in through both of these, and it's quite difficult to get them in. So what I do is I get a little bit of silicone spray, even a little bit of WD-40, but silicone spray is probably a bit better. And just spray both of these and both of these. You don't have to drown it, just spray them loosely, and when you go to push it in, it should just pop in lovely and easily. So that's my trick.
So that's it now, all back together, which I'm delighted with. It's all coming together really well. If you want to sponsor me, please do. I'm hoping that maybe some company might see what I'm up to and like to take me on or help me keep this project rolling. But I'm absolutely delighted at how the project is going so far. I'd love actually just be finishing just driving the car, to be honest, but it's still coming together, and that's the brakes hopefully finished. If you like these videos, don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe. Support me in PayPal in the link below. And as always, thanks for watching. See you next time.